Hey people, Mike Martins here with the Mike Martins channel. They are starting to flip the script. The script we talked about in early spring of 2022. Okay? Please watch this video in its full entirety because it's very important that you understand what's going on here. Do you guys remember back in the channel? Most of it was on Odyssey because we kept getting banned off of YouTube and other platforms. We were discussing how Poland, Germany, and all these Eastern European countries were battling against Russia by laying sanctions on Russia, in turn costing more money for their own gas and energy coming into their own countries and basically taxing their middle class out of existence. We discussed this in great detail, and the video was called Playing Russian Roulette with Russia. And Poland and Germany and all these countries and all these great leaders were coming up in the spring of 2022, basically bashing Russia. We don't need Russia. Russia is this. We don't want their energy. Russia's bad. Blah, 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 blah. So what's going on now? They are flipping the script. Watch this. Germans urged to cut gas consumption by 20%. I actually looked into this, and there is several articles there in Berlin and from a day ago. So you could find them. Most of them are written in German. So Russia could stop gas deliveries at any moment. Hold up a sec. They told Russia that we're sanctioning you and we don't want your energy. And they made that very clear. They made that really clear. And I could see if I could find the video here. Guys, don't forget to join us tonight on Mike in the Night Live, 4:51. We don't want war. I think it's way back here where it's Russia playing, Poland playing Russian roulette with Russia. And in that video, I specifically go into great detail about how they're going to be flipping the script in the future and then blaming Russia for cutting off their gas, even though that they went ahead. This is a really good one. Food wars ahead, food riots. If you guys get a chance. And this is kind of important that I piece this right there. Poland, okay? Playing Russian roulette, right? Let's open this in a new tab here. And hopefully there's no buffering. So there it is right there. Let me just go into it. And I could show you guys how this was happening. Subscribe to us on Odyssey. I'm going to put a link in the live. So we're not allowed to really post on too many platforms anymore. So I kind of wanted to kind of throw this out there. Hardcore coffee, right? Right? See, look. Poland to ban Russian oil imports as Germany urged to save energy. So you got all these countries basically stating, let me see if I could find it here. Hold on a sec. It's in the video. If you guys want to watch it, watch the video in its entirety, and you guys could see the multiple articles. So there it is. Now, German urged to cut gas consumption by 20%. So Russia could stop gas deliveries at any moment, and consumers should be prepared, a top energy official says. So preparing for what? Like what? Get solar? Do what? Germans should cut energy consumption by at least 20% to avoid gas shortages this coming winter. So again, in the spring, they were protesting against Russia. Now in the fall, they are blaming Russia, right? So Klaus Mueller, the head of the Germany's federal regulator for gas and power networks, had told Welt, newspaper. There's the newspaper. This is the one I was referring to. Consumers have to save at least 20%, so much more than before. There is already a risk of a gas shortage in December, or we will have low shortage levels at the end of the coming heating point. So when you get to the high levels of heat, right, that are required. But I thought we were in global warming. I thought the Earth was warming up. Again, that goes to another thing there. But you know what? Australia is having one of its cooler and coldest winters. They're calling it climate change down in Australia. So you know they're not calling it global warming down in Australia right now because because right now there it's climate change. Here in the north, when it gets cold, it's climate change. It's not global warming anymore. So I'm not going to get too much into this. There it is right there. We already discussed it back. They're flipping the script. So what do we say here on the channel? You want to watch this one. I was watching this earlier today. Gas hike, oil wars. They are working towards a fake energy shortage. Oil wars ahead. Taxation to fund broke cities. Now, as cities go broke and they're funding all kinds of BS and they're raising our property taxes, they're just going to start taxing gas. So my opinion, 4 years ago, As cities go broke, they'll need to fund their BS spending by creating fake shortages to allow for more hidden taxation as inflation creeps in. I have bombarded with emails, so okay, that's another one there. And then what else did we talk about here? No one knows this channel exists. Energy struggle. So when was this? 3 years ago. Energy struggle. Massive energy wars ahead and rationing ahead as greedy governments fight. My opinion. Issues with power, what's happening in your neck of the woods, this will start locally and become a global issue by 2023 as governments start war over inflation. So, there it is right there. I've actually been talking about this for years now, and no one even knows. So, thanks for joining us, being part of the channel, liking and subscribing. They're going to be flipping the scripts, and that's why they want to shut down voices in the private sector, small people like myself who just kind of want to get a point of view across and let people discuss it in the comments below. Look forward to reading your comments. Mike Martins here. I have spoken.